Okay, so obviously, since I am non-stop seeing this on my timeline on social media, I'm gonna have to say something about it when originally I really wasn't, but this is like, what, almost a week, a full 7 days now? I don't know. It's been several days consistently that I'm seeing this non-stop shared bullshit about this smirking white kid towards this Native American guy. Now I watched the partial video which everyone was up in an uproar about, and it wasn't very long, it was under a minute, but I was like, really? That is what's creating all this disarray, this chaos, this egregiousness? People threatening some white kid because he's smirking arrogantly towards some Native American elder that's, drumming? Okay, well, one, some people just have an arrogant, douchey kind of facial expression to them, where they have this like arrogant smirk to them and you just want to punch them in the face, but they're not doing it like intentionally. Some people have it. There are different versions of this, generally considered in the female world as resting bitch face. Well, in male world, there is resting arrogant, smirky piece of shit face. Where people just have this, kind of arrogant look to them, even though they're resting their face completely, or they just have a half-assed smile type thing going on. It's just who they are, they can't help it, just like resting bitch face cannot be helped. So that's part one to this whole thing. Part two is he was literally just standing there and watching, listening. He didn't say one damn thing. He didn't even do anything of an aggressive sort. He literally stood there like a fucking robot. Stood there. I didn't even see him do this, He didn't move in any sort of way. He literally just stood there, watched and listened, and had that arrogant little smile going on. And I'm just thinking to myself, really? 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 That's what this is all about? Really? People just want to be mad. They want to yell out racist things and be like, and accuse others of being racist. It's like, well, I survived the Smirk of 2019. Then, because after that particular day, I'm going down the timeline accordingly here as I saw it. Then, a couple days later, once the news agencies really caught on to it, lamestream media as it's known, it started showing different sides to everything. So then it showed a partial full video where it shows a different angle and a different side of the story, and then we have all these people being like, oh, I'm so sorry, and now that I saw this part of the video and this side of the story, I see that I was just reacting out of emotion, blah blah blah. They gave their bullshit apology. And it further showed just, how people emotionally react instead of being logical and reasonable, so on and so forth. And people are just oversensitive to everything. And so they're just looking for something to be a social justice warrior about. Okay? Then a couple more days later, as of the most recent thing here, and that is a actual legitimate full video has been released where it shows what started this whole thing in the first place, which were these radicalized black individuals, African American sort, yelling racial things towards the white guys. Okay? And the white guys weren't doing nothing wrong. It was these radicalized African Americans that were starting this whole damn thing. And the Native American decided he wanted to, try to chill things out, become sort of like a middleman to get in between the two sides. So he started this whole drumming thing. And so the white guy that was shown in all these news media articles decided he wanted to get in, and be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So he stood there, watched, smiled, as to say thank you, a smile like, hey, this is cool, this is me not, negatively reacting, because it's a smile, it's not a frown, it's a smile, because smiles are the indicator of happiness, smiles are the indicator of positivity, of agreement, so he's just basically, saying, hey, cool, thanks, that kind of thing. All the while, these African Americans were still being racist and mean and blah blah bullshit. No one was insulted other than the white kid by the African Americans. That was the only insulting going on there. So the fact that that's not being the main story shared around the media, social media, etc., is what actually concerns me. Why are we focusing on the Native American and the Caucasian when in reality we should be focusing on the African Americans that started this whole thing in the first place with their blatant racism? This isn't implied racism, such as with the Native American and the Caucasian. This is blatant racism. And let me explain the difference. So with the Native American and the Caucasian, it's implied racism and white supremacy. By him smirking at the Native American, this means some sort of cue, some sort of sign of white supremacy and racism. Okay? That's what we call implied, meaning it's not valid, it's not accurate, it's just a assumption. Okay? An assumption. Now, with the African Americans, they were actually using racial slurs in a very negative, non-joking manner. That is blatant. There is no ambiguity, no guesswork, no assumptions. It's blatant. It's there. It's really happening. And that is why I am concerned, mystified, confused as to why that isn't the main topic being talked about. How come African Americans can essentially vocally attack these white guys, Caucasians, with no consequence from any media source? From newspapers to lamestream media to articles to social media. No one's talking about that. They're only talking about the Smirk of 2019. I just don't get it. This backwards priorities America, I guess. Of course, choosing the least relevant thing to focus on of this whole situation. Furthermore, causing and wanting to cause, and mind you, are causing a divide furthermore among Americans by now pitting Caucasians against Native Americans furthermore. More than they already were because of, the whole stealing the land thing. So, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Everyone's so goddamn ignorant and so fucking sensitive and overly emotional about the stupidest things. I said it back in 2018 that I would be making a video that was a lesser regard in of a brand new low. A brand new low that I didn't think would be possible. Well, here you go. Already. The first month of the new year. We have people freaking out and choosing to freak out more over a white kid smirking, smiling, as if it's a middle finger, as if he's swearing, as if he's killing someone, as if he's assaulting someone, as if he's raping someone, by smiling, by smirking, by standing there not doing anything other than smiling. Welcome to America 2019, where smirking is some sort of microaggressive behavior, where smirking is insulting, where smirking is as George Orwell put it, a face crime. More and more, George L. Orwell is becoming more of a philosopher than ever before. He is the predictor of the future. This furthermore proves it. Now we're in face crime mode. America 2019. Social degradation is furthermore showing. If there is an end of the world, I sure hope it's soon, because the way this is going, the way society is going, it needs to happen sooner than later. Until next time.